Happy Easter! I hope you had a great Easter break, and that you did something fun for Easter, and that you took time to remember what Easter is all about, the resurrection of Jesus. Um, it is now time for week 4 of school online for 6th grade. So I wanted to go over the assignments that are due this week. So I'm going to pull up the battle plan for the week, which is where you'll find all of the information that you'll need. Okay, and hopefully you can see my screen now. Let me check. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's very similar to what we've been doing, but just a couple of things to make sure you understand, okay? For math this week, we're going to do lesson 40 and investigation 7. Remember, math, we're pretty much doing one assignment every other day. Lesson 70 is like normal. You read the lesson in the book, you watch the video, you do the practice set, you check the practice set, and you do your odds for the homework. Okay, we're going to do odds for the rest of the year unless I tell you otherwise. Okay, when you're done with that, you send your pictures to Miss Fox. Investigation 7 is a little bit different. The investigations we have found as a class are really something we need to do together. So I put together a video that took a long time for you to do it with me. Okay, so you're going to actually do the investigation as you read through the books. You'll need your book out, you'll need a piece of paper, and then you just do that with me as you watch the video. This is about 40 minutes long. So keep that in mind. You can pause the video whenever you want, go back. Make sure you understand it, though. It's a really important concept, and you will definitely be seeing this again. It's the basics of algebra, okay? Also, don't forget we have optional math meetings. If you have questions about anything or anything's confusing, these are going to be Wednesday and Friday this week, the off days from our math lessons. You can ask me about any math lesson, though, or if you have questions about your Disney project or something else during that time. That's really just free, open time for you to ask, and I try to alternate it with your math. So don't forget, homework then this week is sending a photo of lesson 70 to Miss Fox and sending a photo of investigation 7 to Miss Fox as well. Okay? Wordly Wise. We are not going to do Wordly Wise this week. I want to make sure you have plenty of time to do your Disney project, so we're going to hold off on that. We will start chapter 9 the following week. If you want to start on that, you can, but you don't really need to do anything this week, okay? Geography, you also are pretty much done with this week. A few of you asked for an extension on your Asia test. So that if you haven't finished that up, you need to do that this week, unless you talk to me. So most of you don't have any Wordly Wise or any geography this week, okay? Writing, you're finishing up your Disney project. I think everyone has chosen a movie, and I'm excited because I think I've seen all of these movies, which is great. So you're working on your project more this week, and your project is due this Friday. Okay, I sent you a shared document. Make sure you have that. Everybody pretty much told me they did at this point. And you're just completing it. So I divided up the work so you do a few things each day, and you're not struggling to do it at the end. There are videos on there to go over new ideas. And there's a lot of things that we've done this year. There's a couple of new things. If you have questions, I'm here to answer, or if you want my opinion on something, like who would be the protagonist, I think it's this because this, I'd be happy to talk to you about that, okay? This is due on Friday. So it's great in your World War I test. I noticed that lots of you guys did not check your work. You need to go through and check your answers to make sure your sentences are sentences, that you have periods, that your words match up. I was pretty lenient on it this time, but you really need to be going through and checking your work, okay? So that's part of the Friday homework. Make sure you check your work. And then that's due Friday at 3, okay? History this week. We're going to continue our study of World War II. We're actually going to go back in time a little bit and look at Italy. So much of Nazi Germany was actually based off of fascist Italy under Mussolini. So you need to read about Italy in your Story of the World book. You only need to read the part of the chapter about Italy. So it's 24, and I think it's the second half of the chapter. I think it's the B part, okay? As you do that, there is a sheet on Classroom. It's only half a sheet because you're only reading half a chapter, okay? But you need to pay attention. This is really important. To understand Nazism, you have to understand Italy. So we went forward and going back to look at Italy since you already have a better understanding in Germany. There is a history live stream then going over that on Wednesday, 11 to 11:45. So we usually do them at 10 o'clock. We're going to move it to 11 this week so we can fit in the math question time. So make sure you're attending that or you watch it later. It'll be on Classroom. Also on Thursday or sometime this week, you need to read Story of the World, chapter 23, the whole chapter. Because I don't want you weighted down with stuff. There is no sheet for that one. Okay. There's no sheet, but I expect you to read it carefully. There's a lot of information about World War II that we're going to be compiling together to try to give us a complete picture. So you will have some readings, and I'd prefer not to give you sheets on it. So please be responsible and read it and help me not have to give you a sheet on everything. Okay. And then on Friday, we have our second history live stream, which you'll either need to watch in the morning with me or in the afternoon by yourself. Now, this is going to be 11 to 11:45, and this is the first part on the Holocaust. So that will be especially interesting to those of you who are reading The Hiding Place. And actually, I think you guys will know some of it because we talked about it in our lecture or our book discussion last week. So this is a really interesting topic we'll be talking about. Don't forget to take notes as you watch the lectures. Most of you are doing a great job at that because we will have a test on this, and that way you will have notes that you can use. Okay, so then homework for history this week. You're going to read chapter 24B, just that part, and do the sheet on Classroom. That'll be shared with you. Read 23 all, the Story of the World. Okay, you're going to read the whole chapter. It's going to talk a little bit about the end of World War I, which will be good review because remember, we've really been talking a lot about how World War I led into World War II. So that's the beginning of the chapter. And the second half is on Joseph Stalin. So you definitely need to read that because Joseph Stalin was a very important leader during World War II, a very nasty guy like Hitler, but he was our ally. And then, of course, the videos. Okay. All right. For literature, we are not having literature discussions this week. Not this week. The following week we will, but not this week. Okay, because we're starting school on a Tuesday. It's really weird, and you guys would forget to come to lecture or discussion. So my Unbroken group, your part 3 is due on Tuesday, today, if you're watching this on Tuesday, if you are going to stay on track. For the next week, part 4 is really, really long. So I split it into 2 parts, and you need to read chapters 18 through 25. So essentially you're stopping when you get to chapter 26. You can read more, of course, but you need to have read up to at least 25. Next week, we will discuss part 3 and the beginning of part 4. So make sure that you're reading it this week so you're staying on track. Again, your reading is due on Tuesday. If you're reading The Hiding Place, you should probably are reading chapter 9 on Tuesday or today. And then chapters 7, 8, and 9 are due on Wednesday to keep on pace. Okay. We're not having discussion, just like the Unbroken folks. But we will have discussion the following week. So the next week for you guys, you will have to read up to chapter 12. So 3 more chapters. So stop when you get to chapter 13. So a few of you guys did not finish reading chapter 9, so you'll need to read chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, and stop at 13. Just so you know, chapter 10 is pretty long. So I actually marked it as having it for 2 days on here when I divided it up. And then next week you do 11, 12, and then be ready for Wednesday. Okay. So then the schedule for this week, I have a meeting with Mr. Roberts at 10 o'clock. So if you guys ask me questions, I don't know if I'll be able to respond right away, just so you know. So you obviously don't need to attend anything here. Wednesday and Friday are the only days we're going to have meetings. On Wednesday, we're going to have math review optional at 10 to 10:30, or you can ask any questions you want. And then at 11 to 11:45 is our history live stream. Same thing for Friday, 10 to 10:30, it's open question time. And then 11 to 11:45 is history live stream. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and know that I miss you, that it was really cold yesterday and today. Today's Monday. It's very, very cold. And that we will get through this together. So I will talk to you later, and hopefully I'll talk to some of you guys on Wednesday. Otherwise, have a great week. Bye.